It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great.
Return. First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Brought down at the 26.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 29, Watson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Olivier Vernon brings him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Donovan Peoples-Jones is on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the tackle,
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Ryan Switzer on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Browns 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Complete to Kareem Hunt.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper. Sets up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The final shot before the break. Watson buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go look.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's a gain of 7.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
Texans 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 2, Watson. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
By Whitney Merciless.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Mayfield down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
At the 40.
Now Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Mayfield now from the 50. Open man is Higgins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun, Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On the ground, Geis. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 20-all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to draw. Chubb fumbled it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. That one is caught by Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Watson. Off to Geis on the screen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Able to find his running back, Geis. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Push him back. Push him back. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Time to go right now.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Browns, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.